Welcome to Mighty Machines, where metal meets mayhem. From hammer forging to hot hydroforming, watch raw steel transform under fire, force, and precision. Let the sparks fly. You're looking at industrial strength in its purest form. This giant gear isn't just built. It's forged, shaped, and precision engineered by SMS Group through intense heat and heavy-duty craftsmanship. It all begins with designing. Then molten metal is cast into massive blanks before moving through high-powered machining, grinding, and gear tooth cutting, each step executed with micrometer precision. Sparks fly as automated cutters sculpt every tooth, while cooling systems tame the extreme heat. The result? A monstrous gear weighing tons, ready to power turbines, steel mills, or marine engines with unstoppable force. This is where raw metal meets muscle and mastery. Welcome to Galimérite Sorel Tracy, where glowing steel and thunderous force come together in a jaw-dropping show of hot forging mastery. Imagine this: solid metal bars heated until they're glowing red, then slammed into shape with giant hydraulic presses that could crush a car. At over 1,200 degrees Celsius, the steel becomes butter in the hands of precision machines, molded into axle shafts, gears, and components built to survive the harshest conditions. Every strike doesn't just shape the metal, it strengthens it from the inside out. This isn't just manufacturing, it's metal reborn through fire and fury. Brace yourself. You're about to witness raw power turn into precision perfection. At BGH Edelstahl, hot extrusion and forging isn't just a process, it's a spectacle. It all starts with steel billets glowing like lava, blasted from the furnace and forced through hardened dies under colossal pressure. The metal bends, flows, and transforms like butter, only at over 1,000 degrees Celsius. Then, the real show begins. Towering hydraulic presses strike with thunderous force, forging components so tough they're trusted in jet engines, wind turbines, and deep-sea drills. This isn't factory work, it's metalworking on beast mode. Get ready to feel the earth shake. This is Artisono's hammer, forging in full force. Glowing metal blocks are heated to a blazing red, then slammed by massive power hammers that hit like controlled lightning. Each strike reshapes the steel, grain by grain, making it tougher, denser, and nearly unbreakable. Sparks fly, the ground trembles, and the metal roars into form. This is old-school blacksmithing supercharged by modern muscle. From custom tools to heavy-duty components, every piece is a masterpiece of brute force and precision. And the process doesn't stop there. Every forged piece is inspected, heat-treated, and fine-tuned to meet exacting industrial standards. Whether it's destined for construction, mining, or high-stress machinery, Artisono's hammer-forged parts are built to perform under the most punishing conditions. It's not just forging, it's engineering with fire and fury. Witness the power of precision in motion. This is the Repcon hot spinning machine in action. At blazing temperatures, metal tubes are clamped and spun at high speed while hydraulic rollers shape them with pinpoint force. It's like sculpting steel with a potter's touch, only faster, hotter, and way more powerful. This process creates seamless, high-strength cylindrical parts used in aerospace, defense, and energy sectors. Watch the hot stamping process turn flat steel into high-strength automotive parts. First, metal sheets are precision cut into the perfect shape. Then, they're heated red-hot in the furnace, reaching over 900 degrees Celsius, making the metal soft and malleable. In seconds, a giant press slams down, locking the glowing sheet into a cooled die that rapidly hardens and forms the final part. Watch solid steel bars transform into seamless tubes through the power of hot piercing. Heated to blazing temperatures, the bar is pushed between rotating rollers while a piercing mandrel punches through its core. The result? A perfectly hollow, high-strength tube with no welds, no weak points, just smooth, uniform structure from end to end. You're looking at precision, heat, and brute force wrapped into one machine. This is the Repcon rotary hot swagging machine in action. It starts with a red-hot metal billet, gripped by a robotic arm like it's holding a glowing meteor. As it spins, the billet is hammered from all sides by synchronized dies, shrinking and shaping it with millisecond-level timing. The metal transforms before your eyes, from rough cylinder to high-performance projectile, formed without cracks, seams, or compromise. This is where fire meets finesse, and every component forged can survive the toughest battlefield, pipeline, or aerospace demand. Watch raw steel rise to the challenge. This is the hot upsetting process in action. Heated to a glowing red, metal billets are clamped and then smashed axially with extreme force, causing the ends to expand and form precise, high-strength shapes. It's perfect for making parts like bolts, axles, and valve heads that need extra durability and toughness. No material wasted, no welds, just solid, forged strength built to perform under pressure. Step into the molten magic of hot metal investment casting, where precision meets fire. It all begins with a wax model, an exact replica of the final part, dipped repeatedly in ceramic slurry to create a hard shell. Then, the wax is melted out, leaving behind a hollow mold ready to face the heat. Enter liquid metal, glowing like lava, poured into the mold with care and confidence. As it cools, it solidifies into complex shapes with razor-sharp detail and flawless surface finish. Once the ceramic shell is broken away, what's left is a masterpiece of metallurgy, strong, accurate, and born in fire. Welcome to the front lines of metal transformation. This is the hot rolling mill process, where steel meets fire and force. Massive slabs of metal, fresh from the furnace and glowing like the sun, are fed into rollers that squeeze, flatten, and stretch them with incredible power. Each pass through the mill reduces thickness and perfects shape, while high-pressure water jets blast away surface scale in real time. It's a high-speed symphony of heat, motion, and precision, turning raw steel into coils, sheets, and beams, used in everything from skyscrapers to supercars. Fun fact, these mills can roll steel at speeds over 70 kilometers per hour, and the material stays above 1,000 degrees Celsius the entire way through. Get ready for a front row seat to industrial muscle in motion. This is the Anyang forging press doing what it does best. Massive steel billets are superheated until they're glowing red, then placed under the press where thousands of tons of force come crashing down in a perfectly controlled strike. With each thunderous blow, the metal is shaped, compressed, and hardened into ultra-tough components for automotive, aerospace, rail, and heavy machinery. The process is fast, brutal, and incredibly precise, combining ancient forging tradition with modern hydraulic mastery. Whether it's forming axles, crankshafts, or complex parts, the Anyang press delivers strength that lasts a lifetime. This is hot hydroforming, where heat and hydraulic pressure team up to create complex, high-strength components. It starts with a heated metal tube or sheet, softened to perfection, then placed inside a die. Suddenly, fluid pressure up to 10,000 psi forces the metal to expand and flow into the shape of the mold. No cracks, no welds, just seamless precision. The result? Lightweight, ultra-durable parts with intricate curves and contours, perfect for automotive frames, aerospace structures, and even bicycle components. If you enjoyed that blast of industrial power, there's plenty more where that came from. Check out our other videos to see more machines in action. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mighty Machines, where engineering gets epic.